So there I was, standing at the edge of a 35-foot cliff, looking over at the glistening waters of a lake in the Black Hills of South Dakota, ready to jump. And I was there with some friends who were much more adventurous than I am, up on a 60-foot ledge ready to jump as well. And they went up and jumped with no problem. And it seemed like every time that I would move my body forward, ready to jump and enjoy the thrill of going down, allowing gravity to take over, I would freeze. I'd get my body moving and then backtrack as soon as it was at the ledge. And finally, my friends, they started getting a little impatient, and so they started counting down. 3, 2, 1, jump. And I would get ready and then sink back over and over again. And I had done this before, but heights aren't my friend, and it just wasn't happening on this day. And finally, as I was thinking through, knowing that it was going to be a fun and exhilarating jump down into the water, my friends started yelling, "What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for?" Because they also knew that I would have a good time and not regret what would happen on the way down, and then once I landed in the water. And so I took that step, jumped out, and enjoyed that time of cliff jumping. Now, as I think about that question, what are you waiting for? I think about the time that we're in right now. We're going back into a season where we're doing church online. Places around town are closing down. We're reminded again that we're not through this. But we're also reminded that the Lord wanted to do something in these times. Anytime chaos happens, He's wanting to teach us something. Anytime our lives are turned upside down, He wants to grow us in an area. And also, throughout this whole season, over the last few months, we have been over and over again, every single day, getting a challenge or an encouragement through the Daily Dose, and we're being challenged every Sunday through another sermon. And so, as I think about this time, it's another chance for us to step back and figure out, what is the Holy Spirit trying to do in us? What is the Holy Spirit trying to teach us? What is the Holy Spirit trying to grow areas of our life that need to be changed and transformed by His love and by His word? And also, what is the Holy Spirit prompting us to do as an act of service for those around us? Or who is it that the Holy Spirit is trying to get us to reach out to with the gospel? We have been prompted and challenged and encouraged over and over and over again. But I feel like oftentimes we get that prompting and we get to the edge and we're mustering up courage to do it, and then we sink back out of fear or whatever other reason we can think of. And I think right now we have to ask ourselves, what are we waiting for? We know that the Lord is prompting. We know that He's going to be with us every step of the way. So why are we holding back? In this new season, let's be challenged. Let's jump in knowing that the Lord is going to do something amazing in this season. So whatever it is that the Holy Spirit is prompting in you to grow, what He's trying to teach you during this season, if there's someone He's calling you to reach out to, jump in. James 4:17 puts it pretty clearly for us. It says, "If anyone then knows the good they ought to do and doesn't do it, it's a sin for them." So let's be doers of the word. Not just knowing it and then sinking back, but knowing it and jumping in, allowing the Lord to grow us and use us for His kingdom's sake. Friends, let's jump in and enjoy the ride.